so much. Thank you, everybody. And first, well, let me thank that MC of ours. Wasn't he great? Yes, I know a little bit about him. I've been married to him for 30 years. Yep. But Mike has been an incredible leader in this area. Can you believe he has this much energy after being locked up on the assembly floor for how many days? But it shows his dedication and his ability to be with you, to project to you, to reach out to you. And Mike is a tremendous person for our area, a great assembly member, a great member of the Transportation Committee in the Assembly. Let's give a hand to Mike A. And how about that great cheerleader, Adam Schiff? Congressman Adam Schiff was one of the first Congress members to endorse me. I was so grateful because he is truly a role model for me. He is gracious, he's intelligent, he's articulate, he has such good humor, and he is a person who has risen like a shooting star in Congress. He was voted or named as one of the 10 freshmen to watch in Congress, and they were correct about that. He is now a member of the Appropriations Committee. Can you believe that? He is a great congressman. Let's give another hand to Congressman Adam Schiff. And how about this rock star, our state controller, John Chung? John has such intellect and such ability to deal with these incredibly difficult situations in the state. Thank goodness with the budget battles that we have John Chung there right at the helm. And you can be sure that when it comes to people's lives, it is John Chung that will protect them. John has been a true leader. We are seeing him rise through in his political career, and I know he's going farther still. Let's give another hand to John Chung. And thank you, Assembly Member Ted Lieu. I remember when he was first on the Torrance City Council and that opportunity came up for him to be an Assembly member. I went all out to drum up the support for him, and I have never regretted for one single minute. He has grown to be such a leader in the Assembly, and in fact is now chair of our Asia Pacific Islander Caucus. He's led such fights as stopping the English-only policy of the the LA Ladies Golf Tournament. And he has been a leader on banking and finance. This is a person that is truly going places. Thank you, Assembly Member Ted Lieu. Well, what an incredible crowd tonight. Thank you all for coming. You know, when we started planning for this fundraiser, I didn't know what to expect. We only had a month to plan this. And we knew there was a severe downturn in the economy. And also, I think a lot of you remember that I just done a fundraiser for my Board of Equalization position in the fall. But you know what happened? More and more people came forth. The response was tremendous, and guess what? We have 850 people here tonight. And not only that, we're March 25th. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I also want to thank you because so many of you have been with me through the years, through so many different elections. Thank you for supporting me when I ran for the Monterey Park City Council. It was a tough race. The city was so polarized. There was an English-only movement, but we fought it. I ran for city council, and I got to spend the next 13 years helping to bring the city together. Thank you for supporting me when I ran for the state assembly. It was tough because there was no boys network. It was hard to break into that old boys network. Things looked bleak, but there was a turning point, and that was when Congresswoman Hilda Solis decided to support me. Yes. You see, she had gone against the Old Boys Network herself when she ran against Marty Martinez, and an amazing race was victorious. And she wanted a new California just like I did. So I pulled an upset, and I won that election, and thank you for that. And because of that, I was able to do bills such as the tax amnesty, which was the most successful tax amnesty in the nation in history. And thank you for supporting me when I ran for the Board of Equalization. It was tough because I ran against a male opponent who was heavily backed by tobacco, alcohol, and gambling. But with your help, I was able to win this seat, and today I hope to bring in $53 billion a year in revenue for the state. And thank you for supporting me in this, the most amazing journey ever of all, running for U.S. Congress. Now let me tell you, on December 18th, I was just sitting at my kitchen table having a nice quiet breakfast when the call came with the stunning news that President-elect Barack Obama had picked Hilda Solis as his Secretary of Labor. And I was so proud of Hilda because she has so much integrity, she works so hard, and she really deserves the nod. But then came the realization that the congressional seat was open. And after thinking about the fact that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and after contemplating the prospect of being part of a great change that will take place in America with President Barack Obama, I just had to say yes. And so with that, I am running for Congress. I'm running for Congress because I want to help turn around this disastrous economic situation we are facing. This is such a painful time, with the highest unemployment rate in 15 years, with companies like Home Depot laying off thousands of workers, with well-known stores like Circuit City going bankrupt. I want to take my experience in government finance and my out-of-the-box thinking, like my tax amnesty program, and I want to turn the situation around. My number one priority is to help the Obama administration bring about the economic stimulus that we need and bring economic funding into our communities so that we can stop these rising unemployment rates and protect our schools and our vital public services from terrible cuts. I'm running for Congress because I want to be a fighter for the needs of the San Gabriel Valley.